guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It's time to go. It's December 22nd, only a few more days till the holiday. I hope your guys' shopping is complete. If not, Amazon might not be able to drop your presents off in time. Has anyone actually gone shopping in a store? Because I haven't. I did all my shopping online. Raise your hands if you did your shopping online. Good job, everyone. All right, so we have a new update on Counting On because there was a new episode that loaded on the TLC website, and it happened to be the birth special of Jeremy Vuolo and Jinger Duggar's new baby girl. So this is a addition. They did a similar update when Abby had her baby in the off season last year, which is interesting because they didn't do like individual birth ones for Lauren or Kendra, but they did do individual ones for Abby and now for Jinger. So with that being said, this one is dropped only a month after she had the baby, and it includes cameos from Michelle Duggar and Jordyn Duggar, along with Jeremy's parents, Diana and Charles, and a midwife. Okay, before we get started about what happened in this whole birth special, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe down here if you have not yet subscribed, and turn the notifications on and set them to all so you know when new content loads. So in the update, we were welcomed by Jinger and Jeremy in Los Angeles about a week before she's about to give birth, and Jinger and Jeremy are excited for her baby girl to arrive. They are doing things a little bit differently this time. If you remember, she actually had to be induced with Felicity, and so this time around she's hoping that she won't have to go through an induction and will just have the baby naturally. Because of this, she's nervous about going into labor because she didn't go into labor naturally on her own last time. And so she wanted to know about what the signs were for labor, which is kind of weird if you think about it, being that she's been around so many births in her life. She would probably know the signs, but again, your own birth versus somebody else's are totally different things. She also wanted her midwife to come over and sort of help Jeremy because they were griping about how with this pandemic, she's not going to be able to have her mom or any of her sisters or even her midwife in the hospital with her while she delivers her daughter, and she'll have to instead rely only on Jeremy. Wah, wah, wah. And in traditional 1950s fashion, Jeremy pretends like he knows nothing about childbirth and knows nothing about how to be a supportive husband. Way to go, Mr. Cleaver. I'm sure your wife, Miss Cleaver, will have the apple pie ready for you. So Jeremy and Jinger sit down with a midwife who, by the way, walks into the home wearing a mask. Jinger and Jeremy do not wear a mask for her. So that's that. Midwife sits down with them and talks about how, second babies have this tendency to arrive very fast. Labors are not very long. And a lot of times women who have their second children believe they have more time than they actually do. And they're the most probable babies to be born at home accidentally, without statistics, according to the midwife. Or the midwife's all, are you going to use medicine or not? She's like, oh, I'm getting the epidural. I had that the last time and it was great. Like, Jinger didn't even want to talk about going natural. Jinger didn't even care about going natural. Jinger was like moving on to the next thing. So Jinger was going to get the epidural. Now, Jessa comes in and chimes in about how, the first baby can typically be the longest birth. And she says that, with the second baby, you just have to sort of like see how it goes. It usually can go fast. And Joy talked about how when she had her baby, she wasn't able to have anyone in the hospital room. And so she was the first of the Duggar girls to go through a COVID birth. And then the midwife sort of talks more about, how do you time contractions, telling Jeremy that he should download an app and so that he's able to time the contractions for her. And when you start timing the contractions, you want to consider going to the hospital, when the contractions last X amount of time and are within X minutes apart. And after this meeting, the midwife feels confident that Jeremy will be able to be a supportive husband and help Jinger deliver this baby. Why are women on this show so surprised that men can actually do things like be a supportive husband? Who else had a husband that was there and rubbing your back and helping you puke while you were giving birth? Or was it just me? Me. Okay, now back to Arkansas. Michelle and Jordyn are packing up and getting ready to go be with Jinger. Now, Jinger decides that she wants Michelle to be there, even though she can't be in the hotel room. She thinks that having Michelle there will be an amazing thing because, Michelle doesn't already have like 37 other kids to take care of. She needs to fly to California in the middle of a pandemic, of course, to be with her favorite daughter, Jinger. So Michelle and Jordyn are all packing up. Jim Bob steps in and he has to make his cameo, basically saying, Ginger is so excited for you to come. And then he obviously has to kiss Michelle on camera because that's what Jim Bob does. Then they all get to the airport. While they're driving, Michelle tells Jim Bob that he's an amazing chauffeur. They take the plane and then they arrive. So when Michelle and Jordyn actually arrive, again, they've just crossed the entire country. They're not wearing masks at all around Ginger, who is hugely pregnant at this point. And they come into the home and they give hugs, and Ginger and her mom are hugging like they haven't seen each other in forever, and as if there are no germs out there and she's not, 9 months pregnant. These are the questions I want to know is, did TLC have them go through testing before all of this to make sure that Ginger would be safe? Because at this time, restrictions were going in full swing in Los Angeles due to an uptick in cases. And with that, it makes me hope that the TLC people were at least careful about everyone being tested so that they weren't positive to put Ginger or the new baby at risk. Now, up next, Ginger says that she wanted her mom to be there even if she couldn't be in the room with her so that she wasn't alone. Then Jeremy's parents arrive, and again, no one's wearing masks, and they are all super, super excited, and they all talk, and everyone's in a room, all chatting away, sharing all kinds of germs while she gets ready to have a baby. Then it's the next day or maybe a day later, and she goes into labor, and it's around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And so, of course, Michelle has to narrate this, and she's like, Ginger went into labor. She started having contractions around 3 p.m., and then around 7 or so, they started to get really intense. And so we sent them to the hospital and they got admitted at 7:30. And I just hope Jeremy can do a good job. Again, nobody trusts that the men can actually do anything for their wives because in their world, men don't know how to do anything nurturing. Okay, so then they go to the hospital and Ginger's all like, I got my epidural. I'm fabulous. She is so feeling good. Jeremy cares about his burger. Then they play some games. While they're in delivery and in labor, she and Jeremy have to film themselves, obviously, because crews were not allowed in there because of restrictions. And then they do self-filming after. She actually has the birth at 11:30 at night, so it's not a super long labor from 3 p.m. till 11 p.m. is when she has the baby. The doctors actually go in to break her water around 9 p.m. and she has full labor for about 2 hours and then delivers at 11:30. They name her Evangeline Jo, not Evangeline, and they say that Joseph is Jeremy's middle name, so it's Evangeline Jo. And they're going to call her Evie, which is the same name as Joy's baby, Evie. If you were Joy and your older sister literally had a baby 2 months after you and named your daughter just a little bit different than your baby, would you be kind of irritated? I know I would. And then you're going to name the baby that has the same nickname as your kid? Really? I hope she talked to Joy about this. I mean, they've got 19 grandkids. They couldn't come up with another name that wasn't the same as what your sister came up with. I mean, okay, I know it's Evelyn and Evangeline are not the same, but the same nickname? Really, guys? Okay, back to it. She's so cute. So cute. She weighs in at around 7 pounds, I think, 10 ounces. And they are so excited. Now, after she has the baby, they are only going to stay over for about 24 hours. They go back to Jeremy and Ginger's house where everyone is getting decorations. And Jeremy's mom basically says that she wanted to make sure to get things decorated so that Felicity would have something to sort of look forward to and understand that something big was coming. And Felicity is so excited. I love Felicity, by the way, who constantly is making cute noises about the baby. They decorate, they get home, and Felicity is enamored, and she's kissing the baby, and she's like, mwah. It's so adorable. They dress Felicity and the baby in the same matching dresses. They talk about how this is going to be her little big sister, or this is going to be her little sister, and she's just so excited, and she's like, what's the baby's name? And she's like, Joe, Joey. She said, Joey. But it's actually Evie, and she's like, Evie Jo. Oh my God, I love Felicity so much. She's so cute. Anyways, they introduce her. She's kissing them. Jeremy loves her. Jinger loves her. Miss Duggar, Michelle's like, I love you. And then Jordyn loves her, and the grandma and grandpa love her. So everyone's happy. Everyone's hopefully healthy. And again, no one wore masks. So long story short, when you have a baby in the Duggar world, you don't wear masks, you break rules with epidurals, you name your daughter the same name as your sister's baby. Okay, not totally. But Jinger, like Jeremy, could you not have found a name that wasn't exactly like Joy's? Did you and Joy talk about this beforehand? Do you think there's going to be tension between Joy and Jinger now having the same name for their little girls? Or are they so excited that it's an amazing experience? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.